These are 10 of the best supernatural moments in The Simpsons. Bart finds a spell book and he accidentally conjures up zombies. Dial Z for Zombies opens with Miss Krabappel telling Bart he must read a book for his school project, and a whole book at that, which he finds incredibly hard. He goes to the library where he spots the occult section for the first time ever. Even if it said it'll kill him, he'd still pick it up. Bart brought the book home and he showed it to Lisa, who was feeling down because it was Snowball's death anniversary. Bart said that there's a chapter in the book about raising the dead and that they should try it out. They go to the pet cemetery and Bart begins casting a spell.
Holland, Rayburn, Nars, Trebek.
They couldn't opt for some Latin, maybe? Lisa says it's not working, but then she sees that zombies are crawling out of their graves.
Please, Lise, they prefer to be called the living impaired.
Oh, quit with the non-offensive terminology. Bart and Lisa run home and tell Homer that they did something very bad.
Did you wreck the car?
No.
Did you raise the dead?
Yes.
But the car's okay.
Hey, the man's got his priorities. Zombies spread through the town eating brains and turning other people into zombies.
Homer, did you barricade the door?
Why? Oh, the zombies. No.
He can't really be trusted with the simplest of things. The zombies break in and Homer pleads with them to take him instead of his family.
Rain!
I guess there really isn't much up there, if anything.
I thought dabbling in the black arts would be good for a chuckle. How wrong I was.
Good for a chuckle. Has he not seen any of the movies? Lisa says that maybe there's a book in the library that will help them reverse the spell. The family runs out of the house and Zombie Flanders stops them. Homer shoots him instantly without hesitation.
Dad, you killed the zombie Flanders.
He was a zombie?
Now that's more disturbing than any zombie. They get to the school and see that it is already roaming with zombies.
Barney, not you too! I'm not a zombie!
I stand corrected. That is the most disturbing thing I have ever seen. Bart finds another book and he starts chanting a spell.
What's wrong? I never realized what a beautiful young woman you've become.
Yeah, hope you can reverse that. Bart continues chanting and the spell succeeds.
Excuse me, I'm John Smith.
John Smith, 1882.
My mistake.
Hey, at least they're polite. Springfield is now officially zombie-free.
That plagued our town are now just corpses rotting in our streets.
Isn't anybody gonna clean them up?
Well, I'm sure glad we didn't turn into mindless zombies.
Shh. TV.
You maybe want to retract that statement, Marge. Zombies may be far-fetched, but what about time travel? Homer accidentally makes a time-traveling machine. But he can't get back to his reality. Time and Punishment opens with the family sitting at the breakfast table, and Homer tells Marge that even though he has had his share of troubles, sitting there with them makes him realize just how lucky he is.
Dad, your hand is jammed in the toaster!
What?
Well, he jinxed it. Homer managed to get the toaster off his hand, but now he needed to fix it.
This shouldn't be too hard to fix with the right tools.
And a rock is right up that alley. It took him the whole night, but Homer managed to fix the toaster.
There, better than new.
Hey, his words, not mine. Homer took his new and improved toaster for a test toast, and he accidentally traveled through space and time.
I've gone back to the time when dinosaurs weren't just confined to zoos.
And when was that time? Homer said to himself that he mustn't panic and that he just needs to remember what his father told him on his wedding day.
Don't step on anything, because even the tiniest change can alter the future.
Weird thing to say on a wedding day, but okay. But then a bug started bothering him and he squashed it.
That was just one little insignificant mosquito. That can't change the future, right?
We'll see about that. Homer came back and his family seemed normal until...
Idly ho, slaverinos!
Oakley dokley.
Oh, so this is Homer's personal hell. Got it. Homer asked, what is Geek Flanders doing on TV? And Ned said that because of Homer being a negative Nelly, they had to freeze and...
Prepare for reading education.
Don't you remember, Dad? Flanders is the unquestioned lord and master of the world.
I can't believe that sweet, innocent Flanders could be a dictator in any reality.
There's one thing that never fails. A nice glass of warm milk, a little nap, and a total frontal lobotomy.
A total what? Mo comes up to Homer and says it's not so bad because they let you keep part of the brain they cut out.
Join us, Father.
It's bliss.
Okay, this episode took a really dark turn fast. Homer takes his toaster and travels through time again. But this time, he really tries not to touch or kill anything. But then he falls on a fish and kills it. When he came back to the future, he saw that nobody was home.
Hey, there's a bug that looks like Dad. Let's kill it.
Okay, let's try that again. This time, Homer sneezed at a dinosaur, and that killed all of them.
This is gonna cost me.
Yep, and big time. But when he came to the future, he actually came to a nice reality.
Fabulous house, well-behaved kids, sisters-in-law dead, luxury sedan.
Doesn't seem so bad until...
Marge, dear, would you kindly pass me a donut?
Donut? What's a donut?
And that is the biggest deal breaker. But if he hadn't ran off and screamed like a sissy girl, he would have seen that.
It's raining again.
Homer went back in time, but this time he destroyed everything. 'Cause, well, he's Homer.
What's my name? What color is the sky? What of donuts? What? For the love of God, tell me!
Now he sounds like he needs a lobotomy. Marge gives him the answers to all his questions, and she asks him what has gotten into him. Homer calms down and he sits down to eat.
Nothing at all. Let's just eat.
But hey, things couldn't be perfect, and Homer sees that his family has changed a bit.
Close enough.
He'd take that over Dictator Flanders any day of the week. And Homer wasn't the only one who needed to adapt to a new lifestyle. Lisa accidentally creates a life for her school project. The Genesis tub opens with Lisa preparing her science project. She takes her old baby tooth and puts it in the little container and pours soda over it. She says that science has already proven the dangers of smoking.
Alcohol and Chinese food, but I can still ruin soft drinks for everyone.
Because what is science if not ruining things for other people? Bart then comes in and shows to Lisa his science project, making electricity with a balloon.
How? What's that supposed to prove? That nerds conduct electricity.
There's an idea in there somewhere. Bart leaves and Lisa goes to touch the tooth and she conducts electricity through it.
How? Stupid Bart.
Well, stupid Bart did something there. The next morning, Lisa woke up and saw that mold formed around her tooth. She takes a microscope to see up close what's going on, and she sees that there are tiny people living around her tooth.
My God, I've created life.
Oh, that's gonna go to her head. After breakfast, Lisa went to see how her Stone Age tub dwellers are doing, and surprise, surprise,
They're evolving so quickly. They've already reached the Renaissance.
that's impressive. She sees that one of them is nailing something to the door of the cathedral.
I've created Lutherans.
Yeah, that's really gonna go to her head. The next time she took a look, her people have really evolved, and it was almost like she was seeing into the future. But then Bart came and he started teasing Lisa and telling her that she's growing herself a friend.
Is that the school? Whoops, my finger slipped. Oops, my finger slipped.
Oh, he just killed hundreds of people, and he doesn't feel anything. That's scary.
Oh, my poor little guys. That Bart is so rude.
That Bart is gonna be attacked real soon. That night, the citizens of Lisa's tub went into battle and sent their spaceships to hurt Bart. They started shooting at him and going into his mouth and ears.
Your micro jerks attacked me. Well, you practically destroyed their whole world.
Hey, there's no arguing that. Bart told Lisa she can't protect them every second, and
Sooner or later, you'll let your guard down and then flush. It's toilet time for Tiny Town.
wow, is he about to commit a genocide? But when he left, Lisa was transported into the tub where the tiny people were praising her. Lisa said that their world is incredible and that she can't believe they speak English.
We have listened to you speak since the dawn of time, O Creator.
Wait, do they?
You think I'm God?
But of course, you look down on us from heaven.
Oh, I can't believe someone thinks the earth is heaven. They say that she's the one who gave them life, and only her divine intervention can save them from the devil.
The devil? What devil?
The one you call Bart.
That makes sense. Lisa tells them that they don't understand and that Bart is not the devil, he's her brother.
The devil is your brother? I must say, we find that quite perplexing.
I mean, it is quite the mind boggler. Lisa says she can fix everything if they unshrink her, but they don't have a machine for that.
Look, the destroyer! He returns!
Bart the Destroyer has a certain ring to it. Lisa tries to scream, but Bart doesn't hear her. But he didn't take the tub to the toilet. Rather, he...
This universe you've created is even more impressive than Martin's milk carton ukulele.
How can those two even compare? Lisa continues screaming, saying she created the universe.
Give me the gift certificate! Oh, great. Stuck in this lousy tub for the rest of my life.
Well, don't say that in front of your people. They all look at her with sad and worried looks in their eyes.
Shouldn't you people be groveling? And bring me some shoes. Nice ones.
From Lisa being God to Marge having certain powers, The family sure holds a lot of supernatural abilities. In 17th century Springfield, Marge is revealed to be a witch. Easy Bake Coven starts in the 17th century and the town is burning 3 women as witches.
I sentence you hags to be burned at the stake until you are deemed fit to re-enter society.
Fire it up, boys.
I am sorry, but how are they supposed to re-enter society if they're burned alive?
If they're really witches, why don't they use their powers to escape?
That sounds like witch talk to me, Lisa.
Yeah, no one was safe at that time. Ned told the pastor that since they've burned 75 witches so far, that must show God whose side they're on.
Brothers and sisters, there is still a witch among us.
Let us throw open the floor to wild accusations.
Wow, this really makes you wonder, how have we as a society grown from that?
Woohoo! I accuse Goody Flanders.
Of course he does.
There must be someone here we can accuse.
Lisa Simpson.
Bart, quit it!
Even in the 17th century, he couldn't give his sister a break. Marge stands up in front of everyone and pleads with them to come to their senses.
This witch hunt is turning into a circus.
She's the witch.
Well, it was bound to happen since there are about 3 women left in town.
I'm not a witch.
Then how come your laundry is always much whiter than mine?
Oh, I've heard enough.
God forbid she cleans her laundry with more care than you, Helen. The mayor reminds everyone that Marge is entitled to due process.
You sit on the broom and we shove you off the cliff.
Sorry, what?
If you're innocent, you will fall to an honorable Christian death.
That hardly seems like a fair process. And also, how will she be prosecuted if she can escape?
At that point, you will report back here for torture and beheading.
But either way, she dies. Fun. Lisa tries to stop this by reminding everyone what the Bible says.
Judge not, lest ye be judged.
The Bible says a lot of things. Shove her!
They push Marge down and she doesn't come back, so...
We have performed the Lord's work and sent a good woman into his waiting.
But then she flies up and reveals herself to be a witch.
Okay, now, let's not jump to conclusions, everyone.
Well, I'll be a son of a witch.
Marge flies off to her sister's cave and she tells them that the town found out she was a witch.
So I had to leave my family. Really? So you finally left Durwood. His name is Homer.
So they hate him in every universe. Good to know. Meanwhile, Maud and Ned were talking and Maud said that she's really scared of what the witches are plotting. Ned told her that they shouldn't be afraid of witches since they're both 35 and have lived way past their life expectancy. Maud said she was afraid for the children. She said she heard that witches come to your house and take your children away to eat them. She really shouldn't have said that.
Eat their children. Jeez, we were just gonna swipe their shoes.
But a good idea is a good idea. They fly on their brooms and go to the Flanders house.
We're here to eat your kids.
Okay, come on in. And look at this!
Oh, please. The only thing that scares those two is seeing Homer naked. They pack up Rod and Todd, but Maud won't give up on her kids so easily. She offers them some gingerbread cookies instead.
Wouldn't prefer some gingerbread children instead?
They're boneless.
Hey, you won't have to cook them. The 3 of them go to other houses as well.
You know, scaring people into giving us treats is fun. We should do this every year.
So that's how Halloween came to be.
I just wish we hadn't filled up on all those kids before we got to the Flanders.
You'll soon find out that Marge kept a lot of secrets from her family. Maggie is revealed to be the daughter of Kang, and Homer fights with him for paternity rights. Starship Poopers starts with Maggie fussing because she's teething.
Look, her very first baby tooth.
Oh, yeah!
That doesn't look normal. Homer thought that if he played with her, that would cheer her up. He started playing with Maggie's toes, but then...
Ooh, look, Marge! Maggie lost her baby legs!
Oh my God!
But not only did she lose her legs, she grew tentacles. Maggie crawled onto the ceiling and Marge yelled at Homer to do something, but he really couldn't do much.
Bad baby! Oh, he's entering the terrible twos, all right.
I wouldn't sign that off onto terrible twos. They tried taking Maggie to the doctor, but the only thing Dr. Hibbert prescribed was...
Fire! And lots of it.
Oh, that's your cure for everything.
Everything? Maggie began emitting transmissions into space, and Alien Kang received them.
Larval stage completed. Standing by for orders.
Okay, Maggie, girl, what's going on?
It's time I paid a visit to my daughter.
Excuse me? I almost choked. Daughter? Homer heard the doorbell ring and he went to open the door.
Hello. Oh, great. Mormons.
Actually, we're quantum Presbyterians.
This is your first reaction? Is alien sighting normal in Springfield? Kang says they're here to see his daughter, and when Marge saw them, she said she was hoping this day would never come.
Homer, Kang is Maggie's father.
You intergalactic hussy!
That's your first reaction?
Was he better than me?
Only important questions here. Marge said it all happened 2 years ago when she was abducted by aliens. They told her she was selected for their crossbreeding program, and they were nice enough to have recreated the most common spawning locations.
An airplane bathroom, a friend's wedding, or the alley behind a porno theater?
Wow, quite a selection.
Since I have no choice, I'll take the alley.
This is really making me uncomfortable. Marge said she tried to resist, but they applied powerful mind confusion techniques.
Look behind you. Insemination complete.
Really? That seemed awfully quick.
What are you implying?
Nothing. Marge said that 9 months later she gave birth to Maggie. Kang said that now she must return home.
Where she will be guaranteed a lucrative civil service job for life.
Well, we can't compete with that, but...
Homer and Kang start fighting and Bart stops them. He says that this is going nowhere and that there's only one man who can settle an argument this bizarre. A talk show host. But it didn't take long for Homer and Kang to...
I'm gonna... Oh, yeah? Well, hyperbolic paraboloid. Yo, mama.
Yeah, this is gonna take a while. But this really escalated, and the host said that everybody wins when parents put their squabbles above the welfare of a child.
Let's hope they put their differences aside and do what's best for Maggie.
The moment of peace lasted about 5 seconds before...
Get the baby off, son of a...
I'm so embarrassed.
Marge, I would be too. Marge said she can't believe the show didn't solve their problems. And Kang said that this is their last chance to turn over the baby.
Or we will destroy all your leaders in Washington.
Oh, you couldn't destroy every politician.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while.
Come on, Maggie. Let's go home.
Very well. I'll drive.
Okay, that voice is gonna give me nightmares. This wasn't the only time the Simpsons had encountered aliens. Homer encounters an alien in the forest, and the X-Files crew comes to Springfield to investigate. The Springfield Files starts with Leonard Nimoy telling us what we're about to witness.
The following tale of alien encounters is true, and by true, I mean false. It's all lies.
Okay, so they're about to blatantly lie to us. Good. Homer was walking home because he got too drunk at Moe's to drive. And you know drunk Homer, he can't see straight, let alone remember the way back home, so he took some alternative route. He was walking along a very dark road when a bus drove by with some musicians playing eerie music. Homer got more and more scared, so he started running. He ran through the woods and stumbled upon something.
Don't be afraid.
Okay, Springfield just got a visit from another species of aliens. Homer ran home and he told Marge he saw an alien.
Have you been drinking?
No. Well, 10 beers.
That doesn't really help your case. The next morning, he was telling his family that he saw a creature from another planet. And Lisa told him that the chances are 175 million to 1 of another form of life coming in contact with them.
People who claim they've seen aliens are always pathetic lowlifes with boring jobs. Oh, and you?
Yikes. Good thing Homer didn't catch on to that. Homer tried going to the police, but Chief Wiggum didn't believe him either. But somewhere far away, someone did believe him.
There's been another unsubstantiated UFO sighting in the heartland of America.
I didn't know the FBI really cared for pathetic lowlifes with boring jobs. Scully said that there's also a report of a shipment of drugs.
And illegal weapons coming into New Jersey tonight.
Then again, they don't seem to care much about anything. Mulder and Scully show up at the Simpsons' house, and Marge immediately gets scared that they're coming for her.
I swear, I didn't know I'd put it in my purse. Then I was going to bring it back, but the dog chewed it up.
I thought you'd have more things to get worked up about than a pen, like maybe your gambling problem. They tell her that they're here to see Homer about his alien sighting, and they bring him to a lineup of other aliens they have on record.
Look at this lineup and tell us if any of these are the aliens you saw.
Yo! No.
They decide to run a few tests on Homer. First, the lie detector.
You just answer truthfully. Do you understand?
Yes.
Technology just isn't advanced enough for the likes of Homer. Then a reflex test that also took too much time. And finally, the treadmill.
I just thought he could stand to lose a little weight.
His jiggling is almost hypnotic.
Yes, it's like a lava lamp.
Yeah, that's scary. Mulder and Scully tell Homer to walk them through last Friday when he saw the alien. So, first things first, get drunk at Moe's.
I'd go out with you like that. I am so sorry.
Nothing says love like hitting on another woman. Then they go to the forest where Homer saw the alien.
I was standing right here when a horrible creature emerged from the wood.
Grandpa comes out screaming for someone to help him because he's been out there the whole night. Poor Grandpa. They should really invest in a better retirement home. The agents say that this is the worst assignment they ever had and they give up. But before they did, Mulder had something to say.
There are alien forces acting in ways we can't perceive. Are we alone in the universe?
I mean, those are some tough questions, and the episode is ticking, so could we wrap this up?
Who'd have thought a whale could be so heavy? Cheese it, the fence!
This is one weird episode. Homer feels alone because no one believes him, not even Marge. So he goes downstairs.
Dad, I believe you.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Wow, that's a first.
Thank you, son. And do you think you could stop the casual swearing?
Hell yes.
He'll stop someday. Homer and Bart go to the forest and patiently await for the alien's appearance. And what do you know? The alien shows up.
Let me be the first to say,
and he scared him off. But thankfully, Bart got everything on tape. Next Friday, everyone in Springfield showed up to the woods to see the alien. Marge and Lisa were still doubtful, and they believed that there must be some rational explanation for everything. But then it showed up again.
I bring you love.
It's bringing love. Don't let it get away.
Break its legs!
And that is mankind for you. But before the mob could attack the creature, Lisa stepped in front of them and she shined light onto the alien. Willie screams that it's a monster.
kill it!
It's not a monster. It's Mr. Burns.
Oh, it's Mr. Burns. Kill it!
Now that's a valid reaction. Smither explained that every Friday, Mr. Burns undergoes a series of medical procedures to cheat death. And they give him all sorts of medications that make him relaxed and not so evil. And the glowing comes from years of working at the power plant.
And now that I'm back to normal, I don't bring you peace and love. I bring you fear, famine, pestilence, and...
And then Dr. Nick gave him another shot. Couldn't they drug him all the time?
You said you'd bring them peace and love, and it looks like you did it. I'm proud of you, homie.
At least they didn't kill anyone. But the supernatural is only getting started in Springfield. A gypsy puts a curse on Homer and bad things start happening to his family. Hex and the City starts with the family stumbling onto a fortune teller, aka a gypsy woman.
I sense you live with much misery.
Well, living with Homer will do that to you sometimes. When Homer saw that they were talking to a fortune teller, he got mad.
This phony gypsy just wants to rip you off. See? This wart is a fake!
Homer accidentally completely trashed the gypsy's office. The gypsy woman got angry and she cursed Homer, telling him he will bring bad luck to everyone he loves. That night, Marge was worried and said that this could mean bad things will happen to their family, but Homer thought nothing of it. Homer kept insisting that he isn't cursed, but then a plane crashed right into the bar and crushed Lenny and Carl.
When did that happen?
So 3 people had to die before you admitted you were cursed. That night, Homer and Bart went to catch a leprechaun, and they did. But even though they brought him back home, nothing changed.
Maybe you need to take the leprechaun and sick it on the gypsy.
Homer said he'll do that, and he asked Bart to join him.
Can't live this way anymore.
Did he just off himself? Homer went to the gypsy and he told her he brought something to get his revenge.
Wake up, you lousy drunk!
It's like he's talking to himself. The leprechaun and the gypsy got married because that's a thing, apparently.
The best thing about a gypsy wedding is I'm not the hairiest woman here.
Wow, that's something. Homer said that everything worked out for the best.
What? Bart is dead!
Well, me saying I'm sorry won't bring him back.
Marge said that the gypsy said would indeed bring Bart back.
She's not the boss of me.
Well, neither is your grieving wife, apparently. I think it's safe to say that Bart got his carelessness for other people from Homer. Bart and Milhouse buy a time-stopping watch, and they go crazy on the town. Stop the World, I Want to Goof Off opens with Bart ordering a time-stopping watch just for chuckles.
To stop time, click watch. To restart time, click watch again. What the?
Oh, Bart's gonna have a field day with this. Bart tells Milhouse that if they're both touching the watch, neither of them will be affected. Of course, Milhouse's version of that is doing homework in advance, but Bart's a bit more adventurous. While Skinner was holding a school assembly, Bart and Milhouse stopped time, and Bart pulled down his pants.
My slacks, they've descended.
Then he went to Homer's job and stopped time every time Homer went to take a donut.
I can't go on.
Tough luck, Homer. The mayor held a meeting to discuss what's been going on in Springfield.
And
mayors have been repeatedly humiliated.
You have to admit that is funny. But the mayor said he thought the pranksters might be here tonight. So he covered the meeting hall with ultraviolet powder.
Let us kill them before learning of the magical secret which they possess.
Yes, because that would be the responsible thing to do. Bart and Milhouse stopped time before the mob get to them.
Oh, that was close.
Why would he shoot at children? But something did get damaged in all of this.
Milhouse, we broke the watch. Do you realize what this means?
I think he doesn't. Really? Bart was worried at first, and Milhouse wasn't, which is a weird thing to see, really. Bart says this means they can do anything, and
no one will stop us. I'm gonna play naked basketball.
Imagine being stuck with Milhouse forever. Makes me shiver.
Family looks good. Thanks, I just washed them.
Yeah, that's a reason for concern. But after some time, Bart said that he isn't really enjoying their situation anymore.
Yeah, I thought I'd be happy with my parents back together, but it's kinda hollow.
Milhouse, I hate to break it to you, but it would have been hollow either way. They found a watch repair book, and it says that they can learn watch repair in 8 one-hour sessions.
Boy, that took forever.
Yeah, well, I work better in a structured environment.
But so many years? But before they let the time keep running, Bart realized that when people see everything they did, they're still gonna want to kill them.
What we need is a scapegoat.
Poor Martin. Everything went back to normal, except Bart was 15 years older.
Why is Bart so tall and shaggy?
Just one of life's mysteries.
Well, it's not so much a mystery. Lisa explained that Bart stopped time with his magic watch, and Bart said she's just jealous.
Let the baby have her bottle.
Huh, what happens if I press this button?
Maybe let's not play with the watch anymore. But the next episode takes a more infernal route. Bart becomes an excellent student in school. In hell. School is hell opens with Principal Skinner putting Bart in detention for continuous pranks he's been pulling.
Spreading the rumor that today's lunch would be served by a naked lady.
Well, that's a little funny, you have to admit.
There is no naked lunch lady. Bart made it up.
Yes, I knew that.
Superintendent Chalmers, you disappoint me. Skinner tells Bart that he'll be locked in detention until he graduates to the penal system.
Penal.
Stop laughing. I said penal, not penile.
I just know that was his plan all along. Bart spent the entire day in the classroom, and the boredom took the best of him when he found something strange on one of the tables.
Oh, someone could get really hurt by this.
So of course he called Lisa.
Looks like ancient Aramaic. Fortunately, I have an app for that.
Of course she does.
He who reads this rune translation will be taken to damnation.
Why did he read it aloud? Bart and Lisa get transported into the alternative Springfield Elementary.
We're in hell? Cool! Now I can look up all those people who said see in hell.
Bart and Lisa get a quick tour of hell, and what do you know, all girls are mean girls. One girl makes fun of Lisa for wearing a red dress, but Lisa responded to her with a comeback.
You want to walk with us?
It's true. It would be a cold day in hell when I was popular.
I guess there's a place for everyone in hell.
Young man, where's your hell pass?
In him!
Whoa!
Okay, that was unexpected. Bart gets thrown into class and the teacher asks a question about what would be the appropriate torture method. Of course, Bart excels in this class because, well, better to answer that question.
This has never happened before. I have a crush on my teacher.
Down here, we can make that happen.
Now that's very disturbing. Lisa runs to Bart to tell him that she found a portal back to Earth.
Local time is 10:37. We know you have your choice of portals, so thank you for choosing the Burns Hellport.
Of course the portal leads to Mr. Burns. When Bart came home, he told Homer and Marge he wants to change schools because he found a place that really wants to teach him, and he really wants to learn.
Homie, our prayers have been answered.
Better wait to hear what he has to say. Homer and Marge go to talk to the principal, and, well, Marge is a bit worried.
I couldn't help noticing the school is located in... I'm not one to judge, but
She's not the one to judge? Oh, please.
Mom, please tell me I can go to hell.
I mean, when a child begs for that, what are you gonna do? Marge agrees and Bart doesn't disappoint. He aces all of his classes, and on his final exam, he's supposed to torture someone in order to not repeat the class.
Beelzebub, you're first, and you're going to torment a very special sinner.
You have a few seconds to guess who the sinner is.
That's my dad. I can't hurt him.
That's the first time he said that. Homer says he wants Bart to do it because...
Bart, you went to hell and came back a winner, like Jesus.
Well, not really like Jesus.
Now come on, boy. Pull me apart like string cheese.
And Bart finally graduated.
Which one's yours?
And with that, we finish off the best supernatural moments in The Simpsons. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know your favorites in the comments below.